making cutting-edge, you know, top-of-the-line graphics as realistic as possible. But this low-fidelity realism here, and I can't even really call it even an attempt at realism, but these lower fidelity graphics that are fun and beautiful in their own way are kind of lost, you know? I would compare it to something like Sly Cooper, right? Sly Cooper recently had an installment on the PS3. And it was a fun game. I really enjoyed it, but it was positioned a lot more. It had stylistic architecture, but the graphics themselves, the lighting and everything, was a lot more realistic. Whereas, you know, the original Sly Cooper series for the PS2, it was all very cartoony. You know, it was all like hand shaded, cell shaded lighting. You know. Now, fortunately, I don't think that these old cartoony platformers are truly dead. They've certainly taken a hiatus, you could say. But I think that there still is love for them. I think the fact that, you know, that even we still have YouTubers doing Let's Plays of things like Spyro the Dragon is proof that, you know, these games aren't going anywhere, you know? They still have a lot of mileage in them. I think that people will still be enjoying them for years to come. And the great thing, again, about the current age that we're living in, the age of, you know, crowdfunding and such, is we actually have the power as fans of these games to influence and bring them back, you know? Not just by, you know, sending feedback to your favorite developers and letting them know what you like, supporting games that recall these old cartoony platform elements, again, like WildStar. I love WildStar for that. But also through self-development, you know? I believe there's a Kickstarter I saw recently for, what was it called? Fiona Friday or Fiona Frightening, something like that. It was Fiona Frightening and the Wardrobe of something, right? And it's a Kickstarter for a game, an old a cartoony 3D platformer in the vein. Oh no, I accidentally reloaded here. Whoops. Oh well. I meant to save and I reloaded. That's the downside to using emulator save states, is you got to remember what your hotkeys are so you don't accidentally reload. Anyway, yeah, Fiona Frightening, I think it was. Fiona Frightening, project on Kickstarter. I believe it got successfully funded. I think they're casting voice actors right now. And it's an old 3D character platformer in the vein of Banjo-Kazooie, you know? And it's great that we have that option now. That's something that we didn't have back in the 90s, you know? The video games that you got were the video games you got. You had significantly less opportunity to influence developers. And you certainly had very little opportunities to go out and raise funds and create these games yourself. But we really have that chance now, and I think it's great that, especially as video games are becoming a more wide, you know, a more mainstream medium, that. Dang it! Didn't quite make it. Get back here, you punk. No, I didn't quite make it. There you go, punk. Just jump on this one. There we go. And go ahead and take out this flight level. Those are used the ones I'm notoriously bad at. Get that out of the way, and then we'll go play Jacques. Jacques is a beautiful level as well. So this is Icy Flight. Trying to remember what this one's like. Oh, once again we have trains. Okay. Now here we're chasing after the trains, which is not normally what I like to do. I like to go against the motions of whatever's moving. Oh no, I crashed already! Alright, so we got trains and helicopters. We know that much already, right? Stop landing. landing, Spyro. Gotta go fast. Oh man, these helicopters are kind of tricky, huh? Alrighty. Now let's see if we can fly against these trains faster. Alrighty. Got some more helicopters. Oh, I missed him. There we go. Oh, I could have had that. Also could have had that. Alright. Alright, so that's all of our helicopters. Got 10 seconds to do whatever else we have in this level. What do we have? I just totally missed this. Lights. There's lights here. Okay, so let's try that. There's also chests apparently somewhere. Oh, I see. Well, I feel like it started me in a different spot this time. Barg. I'm not doing too well. Yeah, let's go ahead and reload. Ah, I could have gotten that chest. I think that as you dive, Spyro does pick up momentum, and he flies a little bit faster. Which is part of why it's so hard to navigate these particular segments. Ah, come on. It's also interesting to note that the drop flight button does nothing in these particular levels. The only way you can knock yourself out of the flight is to actually land, or it just hits dead on the wall. Alright, it should be a light up here, right? Yep. And a light over here. And a light here. Alright, now I should be able to follow these trains, and they will lead me to the helicopters. Alright. Alright, got that, too. Nice. Let's go ahead and take out these trains real quick since they're already in here. And that leaves us 20 seconds to get all these helicopters. Okay, this level isn't too bad. Certainly didn't have as much problems with it as it did with the, what was it? Peacemakers 1. Wild Flight, oh goodness. Now this is actually the last Speedway round of Spyro the Dragon. Here we go. Alright, got everything! There is a flying level, quote-unquote, in Gnasty's world. It's the bonus level that you get for unlocking everything in the game. And it's a ton of fun. It's definitely the most fun level. It's not necessarily my favorite level because, like, my favorite level I choose based on the aesthetics, based on how the level looks, and the level of music. And it's not particularly memorable for those features. But it offers a new gameplay mechanic that's beautiful. And I've wanted to see this mechanic worked just into every Spyro game ever since. But they've never really played with it ever after. Alright, so we're confronting Jacques, the boss for the Dreamweaver's world. Again, we have a very strange world here. We have these weird reptilian monsters. Some are boys, some are girls apparently. Some have little dresses and they frolic around with little flowers. Let's see, we've got these this strange lava landscape. Like we can see mountains off in the distance. And there's a night sky above us. We can see lava is pouring around everywhere. plenty of gameplay with the fools here. Oh no! There we go. Kind of jump charge that one. Here too, I think we have kind of a split. Like we can go two different directions. I'm gonna go the direction I think is just for treasure first, and then I'll go the direction towards the boss. Although I think both of them might lead to the boss. Not sure. Either way, we'll be doing some backtracking, I'm sure. So let's go take out this little fool. The theme for Jacques is one of my favorite themes in Spyro as well. So pretty. It's interesting, like you can tell like there's lava far below us, and we got these kind of volcanic mountains here, but these are actually still floating spires. We're not in like in really a volcanic region. Let's see. Huh. Got a spire there. Oh, can I make it? Oh, yeah, we have these really tricky glides here. Yeah, I made it to the secret area. Alright. Okay, so from here, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? I think I have to flame these guys again.